welcome
Welcome back.
to the Winds of Time.
B, is this the first time we've had no technical difficulties?
This is the first time we've had no technical difficulties.
Did we just plug this shit in and have it work? Oh man, I want to break. Now I want to like.
And play.
Maybe it's the audio speaking. We'll call that. We'll count that as a little bit of a technical difficulty.
This is yeah. Wow.
You know why? Because I remembered that this game doesn't like the audio output coming out of the broadcaster.
I
I'm my own worst enemy. No, change the name of the show. All right, so we're back with the slow ass mouse.
It's funny. We might have to change the name now. Occasional technical difficulties depending on the game.
We should just strike from the title. We should just strike the no. Whenever.
Oh, whenever things work.
And then the people will know. They'll be like, "Oh, they had a good run this time." All right, so last time we were fighting Russians. Oh, we just started this.
Yeah.
Did we do any of this?
Take out the power station on the Manhattan side of the water.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember what the hell we did last time.
Last time we blew up some stuff, and we recruited more people to our cause. We did the police station, I think, and then like this guy showed up. And then we got like a nice cover for our base.
Right, I remember why. I remember
and we got
exactly
this cool
why I forgot
photo
what happened last time. I know exactly why.
Huh.
Because of all the times that you didn't die.
Well, yeah. I mean that. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were asking me what did happen, not what didn't happen.
Yeah. I was stuck on what did. I mean, what didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like a random little butane thing in a pot here.
There's a.
All right.
There's a fire right next to it.
Let's go to the movie theater.
Okay. Oh, she wants us to secure.
Let's go to the movies.
What is?
Oh,
okay.
Starting off with a bang.
Wow. All right.
We're rolling. Let's move.
Okay, I'm with you.
Okay, I'm with you.
Defend. Stand your ground.
Okay. This man's orders are just so. He's so persuasive.
I was looking at. So for those that don't know, to get really meta, it's not super meta, we have a list of the games that we want to play, or are thinking of playing, and are playing, and I hadn't done it yet, so I put this on the list, and I looked up the Metascore, which is actually pretty good.
What is it? Tell me. It better be at least 85.
Okay, never mind, it's not pretty good. It's between 80 and 83, depending on the...
This game is a 10 out of 10.
Version. But, well, that's funny because in the description for the canceled Freedom Fighter 2 game, they described it as the sequel to the critically acclaimed strategic game, third-person shooter.
Yeah, that's a completely accurate characterization.
What?
That it's
a
everyone loved this game.
Or critically acclaimed.
Nobody disliked this game. Everybody loved this game. Look at the graphics. Look at that.
Ugh, whatever.
Defend here. Defend this area.
Defend here. Defend this area.
Yeah, I think at the time, like I remember this game. Oh no! Come back.
They almost got.
Yeah,
Woo!
murder-lated.
Firing squad.
All right, let's just.
Are those our friends?
Go. Yeah, those are friends.
If you shoot at them, do they?
I think I can kill them
Do
with
they take
explosives.
notice?
No, I don't think I can shoot them, but I can kill them with explosives.
This game needs a roll option.
Yeah, this game, it does, yeah. Maybe if the canceled sequel came out, we would have solved that problem. No, this game definitely, at the time I remember it came out, I think I saw it in a magazine or something.
Oh, yeah,
But,
you can
like,
have 3 now.
nobody, I have 4 actually.
You got 4 from the last mission.
Yep. Nobody was talking about this game. Like, I felt like such a weirdo, like, hey, you guys play Freedom Fighter? I think I even had it on the GameCube, which was, like, the platform that people did play were not playing on.
I mean, as you know, I watch tons of game trailers, which we actually mentioned last time. I've always, since I heard of it, just spent a lot of time on GameTrailers.com.
Oh, that's one. I love that website.
Absolutely never heard of this game.
I think they did it. They must have done a video review of this game. They were around in 2003. They were probably the only ones doing video reviews.
Was It could be one of those games where there was a long time where I just refused to watch trailers with gameplay
Why?
Defend here.
because I preferred the cinematic cutscenes. Like I don't want to know.
That's the Final Fantasy.
I was like,
fan.
I don't want to know. I was like, I don't want to know how the game plays.
You heard
What?
I want to know. I want to know what the game wants me to think I'm playing.
You're putting a lot of stock in the accuracy and honesty of the cinematic trailers.
No, more like just the emotion, I guess, of the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could definitely be an RPG thing
Let's go.
or
Yeah.
JRPG thing.
Well, because for me, yeah, like I remember being a kid, and like the cinematic trailer was like a treat. It was like, oh, I did this cool thing, and now it's a cutscene where friggin' Titus is sliding down a wire and doing crazy stuff.
Defend.
That looks awesome. But now it's like, how come I can't skip the cuts? Like that's just the kind of person I've become now. And I pretty much try to skip all the cutscenes all
Have you
the
ever
time.
watched any of Viva La Dirt League's videos?
No, I know nothing about this individual.
Hashtag not sponsored. They have.
We gotta get a sponsor eventually.
We do. They have a.
Do it.
Actually, pretty much all their channel except for one section is all about poking fun at gameplay. And there are definitely
Squad.
videos about people just skipping all the dialogue and all the cutscenes.
Get back here. Move. Move.
The right way to
It's
play.
pretty funny. Hmm?
The right way to play.
All of you.
Time is money.
Time is money.
Pull out. You heard
Definitely, there's some games, like, in all honesty, like, there's some games where I'm like, I just don't care about the story at all. Like,
Yeah.
this is one of them. But,
Whoa! Oh my god!
yep.
That guy.
Look at that. He's
Whoa.
gone. He's gone. He's in outer space.
I know.
Say hello to Sputnik. That's a Russian joke.
Thanks for explaining it.
I know I said that. Good strategy is to...
I thought you were planning on. Oh, you didn't declare this time, so you're not. Your strategy is not to have your guy just kill everybody.
I gotta warm up. Okay, we're gonna blow this thing up. And then we're gonna...
defend this area. Move. Move.
See? That's tactics and strategy. It turns out...
Did you say tactics is strategy?
And strategy.
Okay.
As it turns out, 7 pistol shots to the back of a truck will make it explode. Those guys are dead. Dead, dead, dead. Alright. Now I hope I don't have to go somewhere to get the C4. Nope.
Oh, you just held it from last time? Or they gave it to you as part
And now
of the
we have
mission?
it. Now we have it because we rated last round of stuff we rated the whatever is the thing that we got because our base is expanding. Ben, do you have any, or B, do you have any favorite cutscenes that you enjoy
In games?
in general, in life,
In life? A favorite cutscene in a game?
No, in
Or
games.
life?
in games?
Man. In life. Let's start with life. Favorite cutscene in life.
Cutscene, going to sleep. It's out of my control.
No, favorite cutscene in a game. Ooh,
Like-
that's like a really big question.
Present or just something you remember from like
That reminds me of
Youth.
Scott Pilgrim. The one I always go to. Ooh,
I didn't die.
when young Neil is asked, when Knives Chow asks young Neil what he plays, and he's holding his Game Boy, and you know he's not thinking of an instrument, but a game.
Follow me.
You remember that?
I do remember that. I also remember
And
that.
he's like, Mario, Zelda. Favorite cutscene in a
Or a memorable cutscene. Like an example for me. I remember in Final Fantasy IX. This is a spoiler. I'm sorry. You go back to Alexandria. Like I think it's like disc 2,
Oh my god,
and then
yes.
you summon Alexander. Remember
Oh
that?
my god,
That
yes.
shit was amazing.
That, I think, was the first cutscene that just wowed me. Yeah, I mean, all the cutscenes in that game up until that point were great, but that was...
Yeah.
That was actually the first Final Fantasy game I ever played.
I think that game is criminally underrated.
My friend got that game for his birthday, and we just played basically through the entire night, and kind of got to probably midway through disc 2, not knowing at all what we were supposed to be doing.
Hey, what landmark is this? You've been here. You've been in New York City.
I have. It's a church.
It's the church from Anne Orlando, of course. I don't know. St. Episcopal's Episcopalian Cathedral. I don't know. The
That's
landmarks.
probably Trinity Church. Or who knows?
Well, I mean, we're in Manhattan, I think, for this entire game. Oh,
What are you talking about? Yesterday. The other day you were saying we were in Brooklyn.
Oh, we are?
That's what you said.
Whoops. Well, I know the lore of this game very well, so I must have been right when I said that. Sarcasmic. Final Fantasy VIII. This is gonna be all.
Oh, Final Fantasy VIII, the opening cutscene I thought was amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I'm thinking of the scene. I don't know if you remember when you go to space, and there you have the Ragnarok ship, and oh man, that guy got blown the fuck away. And you have to fight those aliens they're called like propagators. You know this? Do you remember this? Ring a bell? This?
Vaguely. I know you're pretending there's anything worth merit in Final Fantasy VIII.
Listen, this is not the time and place for that discussion. When I make you play Final Fantasy VIII, aka triple triad with combat mechanics, we're gonna have a blast. You know, not a lot of cutscenes in 7 that I would say really blew me away. That game looked weird. Even at the time, I was like, this is like weird.
You know, actually, go back to Final Fantasy IX very quick. The first time in Final Fantasy IX where I was like, this is amazing, is when, I think it's Alexandria, when the petrification gas or whatever starts happening.
In the forest?
Yeah. And they're running away from it.
Oh, that scared the shit.
And that was amazing.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, the only way to save this is if we get some super soft.
Yeah. Which, like, you don't get until, like, the end of the game, right?
Yeah, you don't get that for, a long ass time.
Hey.
I remember thinking as a kid that sounded so reasonable, and then,
of course.
as an adult replaying it, I've replayed it a couple of times, but first time as an adult replaying it, it's like, that makes no sense.
Well, we knew at the time what a soft was, and we're like, yeah, it's a soft.
Yeah, you need a super
look at these
soft.
fools. Look at these fools.
Oh,
Look at that.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Oh, man, they have the ceiling.
Oh, well, so much for stratosphere. That could just be precise, but I'm just going to do this.
Have you seen that, I think it's Romanian, might be Polish, game with the cop in the sky? It's like a giant
like a
police
nightmare.
officer that just sort of follows your character.
Are you thinking of Balan Wonderworld?
No.
Oh man, one day those lost episodes someone's going to see them.
No one's going to see those. If we ever do get back to that, we're going to start
Game
over.
of the year, Balan Wonderworld.
I just said we'd start over. I don't want to start over.
Can we download like a save
I don't
state?
want.
We should get a save that's like the end cutscene.
That would be great.
And then just be like, oh my goodness, all the footage is lost, but I have to be a watermark from another YouTuber or something.
I don't know, that place where we stopped.
Mermaid Land?
Well, it wasn't just that. It was, for those that don't know, the wonder of Balan Wonderworld.
You're missing out.
It's very, at its core, like a 90s, I guess, 90s platformer. In that
That's extremely generous.
Specifically in that, in order to unlock new areas, you have to collect a certain number of the main collectible object. I
don't remember what they are.
I think it was a
Records
Balan
or something?
statues.
Oh, that's it. It was the Balan statues.
In Balan Wonderworld, you can beat all 3 areas of the areas you can get originally, but you need to go and find, I forget, like a ridiculous number of those statues.
You have to basically like 100% that game
Pretty much.
in order to get through it. always like a low piece of music.
Yeah, this game has some really high quality music. Jesper did a great job.
He did. Went on to do the Borderlands games, I think. And then
Yeah, Borderlands.
Assassin's Creed.
And Assassin's Creed.
I do like how this is the Game Awards announced their nominees, and I do care about that stuff. People like to say things that award shows suck, and they do, but I also am glad they exist.
And Hitman. Makes
Hitman.
sense.
Regroup, squad.
IO games. But
Darksiders 2.
I don't know if they did this last year, but this year they put for the best score categories, they put the composer's name.
Mm-hmm. That was great.
Those guys have a tendency to not put.
I wish
people.
they had a category for best writer. Or writing team.
Yeah. I mean, I guess best story is kind of that, but
I guess.
no. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! We gotta kill this guy.
It'd also be cool if there was a nice, I don't know how you would describe it, but a category for best, like,
Come on.
gameplay mechanic that is also
Regroup.
a narrative device.
Go.
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
It's a really, what's a
I think of an example. I know what you mean.
like an Ocarina of Time and
What's that?
or Majora's Mask
What's that?
or Wind Waker.
What are those?
The instrument that you play is both a gameplay mechanic
Fast travel and all that other stuff.
and a narrative device.
Yeah, that's a good example.
In a lesser known series like Dark Souls, death is used as a narrative device. I think it's used better as a narrative device in Dark Souls 2, but people don't like that.
You are the only person that likes Dark Souls 2.
Not true.
Shout outs in the comments if you like Dark Souls 2.
Distortion 2 likes Dark Souls 2.
Can't wait to get no comments. I don't know. At the time when I played Dark Souls 2, I was like, this game is cool. I liked a lot of the I appreciated that the swampy undead, like the equivalent of the undead White Town or whatever was better. I like the lighting the torches mechanic and stuff. But there's just it just looks ugly. I don't know. It's just like you look all green and crappy, and the combat's like a weirdly kind of floatier, but maybe better.
I know Dark Souls 2 was the first Dark Souls game I played, our first Soulsborne type game I played, where I did not use magic.
Seems like the hard way to play.
Pull out.
I wouldn't know what that's like. I would use magic. Did you enjoy it without magic?
I did. I actually,
Oh my goodness.
oh my god, that chewed up so much of your health.
Okay, we gotta use strategies and tactics.
I definitely died a lot on certain bosses, but I also had fun occasionally attempting to dual wield.
Yeah, this is the first game where they had those arts, right? Which they brought back in Elden Ring.
No, in Dark Souls 3.
Was that 3?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this.
Watch you get chewed up by bullets. Oh my
The
gosh.
AI is so smart that they just left their fortified position to come after me.
Aboard, squad.
Right behind
It's like one of the
That's
greatest.
how you do it.
Get him.
Down. You heard me.
You literally had him in your sights.
Nope. No kill run starts right now.
Team.
Okay.
My
Oh my
god.
gosh. The cutscenes that were great.
Let's
It's not
say
really cutscene. I loved the
Go back. Do it.
the Call of Duty 1, not 1, Modern Warfare 1, where you died to the nuke.
Oh yeah, that's
I
a
love
classic. That's a seminal classic. Oh.
It's a seminal classic.
Defend
It's
this
really
area.
intense.
looks like a good spot.
Defend.
Yeah, everybody talks about when games got like serious. It was like when they died by the nuke in Modern Warfare 1. Even though, I mean, that part was cool, but they then proceeded to rip off that idea many times in games.
Yeah.
So it clearly made an impact on somebody. Modern Warfare 2 did not really have those. Didn't they have the nuke in space? Is that 2?
No, was that 2? No, that wasn't 2. Was that... Black Ops?
No, it had to be one of the Modern Warfare. Ooh. What are we doing? Somebody use the gun turret, please. Why are you doing it like that?
Why did it go through the... It's not seeing the ground. Oh, they didn't mark that as a... I don't think they can get over there.
Yeah.
I don't think it was...
Can someone please kill this guy? No,
For
just
those that don't know how game design works, they didn't mark that as in, like, basically geometry that they can walk on.
I think it's because it's raised.
I said that like I knew what I was talking
Okay.
about.
We need to leave. We need to leave and blow up the bridge. Another
So
location?
if you go to another place and come back, does it reset the enemy placements?
Choke off
I
reinforcements
think it
and
does, but things change if you do the right.
take out the power
Wait,
station
there's
on the
no-
Manhattan side of the water. Power lines run
There's the
parallel
transformer
to
tower.
bridge.
Did you blow that up?
Is that gonna stop reinforcements?
Bring down the bridges.
Yeah.
We need to choke off reinforcements. and
Yep.
equip
Here we
them.
go. Here
Choke
we
out
go.
reinforcements?
Fall in, follow me.
That was a really awkward way to get out of that sewer.
Right behind you.
It did not look comfortable.
The Soviet soldiers took my son. He did nothing. They're holding a whole group of people
Aboard,
down
go,
at the
go, go.
harbor.
Right behind you.
Oh,
Wow.
It's horrible. Please.
Yeah, I know. I saw it on the map later.
I want my
Wow, this is
son
a
back.
Pull out. Come on.
it's such a sad story.
You think they added her in like last minute?
Get back here.
We gotta justify these prisoners, even though we've already had a level with prisoners where we said literally nothing except the Soviets got them, because that's all you need to tell me. Oh, the Soviets got him. Say no more.
He did nothing. I know exactly where all of the prisoners are being held.
He did nothing. Please, people with guns.
Fall back. All of you.
These two bridges are supposed to blow up. They can't be. They are.
It would be funny to see somebody make a mod for this where they
Regroup.
add
Move.
stealth
Move.
mechanics.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, that would be awful.
Is that what is going on with?
Sweep that
Is-
train. Okay.
Okay, for some reason that looked. Why is there just a giant space between the bridge and the ground over there?
For it's the bridge to the it's a bridge.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Oh look, it's him. It's our friend. What do you got for
Oh,
me? What you
dude.
got for me?
I use it on that bridge.
Oh, thanks.
oh, that's why that bridge is there.
Join up.
It's so you can
I
destroy the
recommend-
bridge.
I recommend doing exactly what you just did.
So, I've determined that that kid is actually the leader of the rebellion.
You heard me. You got it.
I think I'm the leader of the rebellion.
Hmm?
I believe I am the leader of the rebellion.
It's that kid.
I
That
think
kid is
he-
everywhere, has all of the information, knows exactly what you need to be doing at all times.
There's a cool mission in the middle of this game where they flip the script, and I'm pretty sure that kid actually does play like a pretty important role.
What are you talking about? They flipped the script. He's been playing a really important role.
Not for him. They flipped the script for you, but he's part of the script flipping. Oh, that little mini bridge is there because after you blow up the bridge, you need a way to get across. That's what it is. You probably already said
I did say that.
that.
Go, go. Let's roll.
47.
Is that where Agent 47's name comes from?
I don't know. I think he predates this game. So. I actually think there's a couple of references to Agent 47 in this. If memory serves. That's a civilian. What are you doing? There's a firefight happening.
Is that
What are you doing?
Is that the woman?
Get out of here! What are you doing?
You could literally not tell
Relax.
if any of these people are supposed to be different people.
We gotta save her son.
Genesis, like Sega Genesis? I just got into this Genesis.
New and used food equipment.
It should say burst processing.
Do you want a used pan? Come to Genesis. Look at this joke. Look at this cartoon man. Why are you sneaking? I can see you.
How do you feel about ragdoll physics?
Oh, I love them. They're amazing.
Defend this area.
Speaking of Dark Souls.
I remember when Havoc became such a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Havoc, specifically for ragdoll physics, like okay, there were articles in magazines about it. How it was going to change gaming,
I think it did,
and it was going to give realistic falling when you kill an enemy.
It did change gaming, but not for that reason.
Yeah. Are you supposed to blow it up?
No. I'm supposed to.
It seems like that would be a thing that should blow up.
Yeah, it looked like a generator or something. Oh,
Maybe
you're
you
right,
blow it
you're
up.
right.
You almost did.
I forgot about that. Everyone just stay here. Just stay here.
Stand your ground. You heard me.
Stand your
Can I just
ground.
grenade this thing, or do I need to put a C4 on?
Fall back. Abort, team.
Abort team.
It's like they recorded the voice lines and they're like, let's just piece them together bit by bit. I need a pistol. You know what? I should have realized.
You gotta do something, man.
You gotta do something, man.
Are you her son? Your mom's looking for you.
Thanks. Get us back to the sewers, quick.
Right?
Crawling all over the place.
That's what he said last time.
Wow. Oh, look, there's a...
Yep.
Is there... Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say something silly, like... Is there a reason we didn't come up through that sewer grate?
You have to open them first. You go back in the last one that you open.
Yeah, I mean, why couldn't we open that one before? Like, I mean, coming from the underground.
Where?
But yeah, that's a silly question.
Yeah. Because they don't have it mapped out, because the reds,
Oh,
I'll patch you up.
Are you my friend?
he was a Russian friend.
Yeah, I don't think you can make a game where your character goes find the reds. Maybe you can, I don't know.
Back here, squad.
There was that one game, I didn't play it, but it looked really cool, for the Wii, where you basically paint the town. And I think it's called Blob, or Bloob.
I don't know this game.
I probably remember.
Here we go.
I'm probably totally just remembering the name of the game. The Blob.
Oh, the Blob.
Blob wasn't the title.
Of Blob?
Yeah. Oh wow, it was made by THQ.
Recipes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure in that game, at some point somebody says find the reds.
I guess you could use it in that
That was
context.
a long way. That was a long way for a really shitty joke.
It was worth it. It was worth it. You could just use Mark Echo's Getting Up as your example.
Yeah.
You could use Jet Set Radio as your example.
I could.
That
I
would
could use Epic Mickey as an example.
Epic Mickey's a great example. Both Jet Set Radio and Epic Mickey, pretty cool references. You didn't hear everything that was happening? Are you kidding me? You're like the worst. You're on the high ground to watch me.
Look, what you are seeing right here is an army that has accepted that you cannot discriminate against disabilities.
Don't do that to these bad guys. Don't give them a light side. Look at that. Look at that. Can I get in this way?
It's actually really weird. So my grandfather technically served in World War II. Well, he served. He didn't the active. What do you call it?
Fighting. Combat.
Yeah, active fighting. But he passed the test to be enlisted, despite being incredibly colorblind, and just not being able to tell the difference between red and green. like at all. And yet somehow he was able to get through.
Maybe the person was sleeping on the job. Was it early or late? Maybe they needed people. Or maybe
I
they didn't
don't
care.
remember, but my grandfather from New York decided during his time, which was training in Biloxi, Mississippi, that after the war was over, he was not ever going to have a grit again,
Defend. Let's go. Let's go.
as in the food,
Mm-hmm.
and he lived by that. It's kind of a hilarious thing to take away.
Grits are not, you know, I mean, I understand for some people they're a necessity, and for some people they may be nostalgic.
Get back.
Sacrilegious.
Moving.
Maybe not the best food.
Scout that area.
Ugh.
Squad.
Have you ever? Well, I mean,
Romanians have a version of grits, by the way, and they're freaking terrible.
ugh. I love grits, though they can absolutely be overcooked, and that just feels wrong. Hard grits are terrible.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just thinking of a hard grit then.
But I love grits. I mean, I love soaking them in butter, but I love grits.
See, that's
Actually,
cheating. That's like.
yeah. But it's also kind of like a thing. I mean, I love grits in general, but I also love butter, so it works. Emerald at his restaurant, one of his restaurants, called Nola. Oddly enough, it's in New Orleans. Makes some great cheesy grits. Ah,
See, but now we're getting into advanced grits. This
Yeah,
is
I'm just
different.
saying- I'm just
Obviously,
saying that-
everybody likes. I would love a cheesy grit. Who doesn't?
yeah. Well, I'm just saying, you know, you can use that as your portal to regular grit love.
I don't know. No, I don't hate. I don't dislike grits. Precious few restaurants in Los Angeles that I go to serve grits. Weirdly, not on the menu at Chipotle. That's a joke.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, LA not known for grits. LA
Yeah.
not known for soul food. My family,
Yeah.
like, almost exclusively, particularly my dad, or I guess my dad, sister, and I, just don't trust soul food in LA.
yeah, it's just no reason to ever.
But it's definitely in no small part because my family's soul food tastes way better than the soul food that they sell at restaurants.
Is there a place in LA that's like, not that it's known for, people are like, oh, if you want it, you gotta go to X.
Oh, for soul food?
Yeah.
There are places that people
Just to mark
will
the
go
high bar.
Recon and report. Do it.
Like, there's some places. I mean, oh my god, what was this? There was this place we went to a few months ago. I'm forgetting what it was called.
This'll help.
I mean, look, there's.
It wasn't great. It was
Oh
okay.
my goodness.
It was okay. Oh my god. Do you have any health?
I'm not gonna.
There's no health. Oh, there's a health.
This guy got the jump on me.
Let's go. Okay.
You need more guys.
Talking about food. I do need more guys. You just need to die, dude. All right.
Abort. Get moving. Moving out.
It would sound terrible, but some of the just
Take it easy.
generally better soul food that I've had in LA is actually from Ralph Brennan's at downtown Disney.
I believe that.
Ralph Brennan's is a New Orleans restaurant. Like, as in the original Ralph Brennan's is in New Orleans.
So Disney actually tried to like.
Yeah, well, it's downtown Disney, so it's not actually made by Disney.
Oh, okay. They just happen to have a location there.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Pull out, all of you. I'm on my way.
I know some people say they love Lay Sisters, do not love Lay Sisters.
I've never been there.
Funny, we went. I think it was shortly after they opened.
Regroup.
I could be misremembering.
I don't know. I've gone on some lately. Ever since I've had disposable income We've done a couple of fine dining excursions, and my wife is very much into nice restaurants because of her parents.
Yes.
So
Because of her upbringing.
yeah, because of her appreciation for food and wine.
Yeah.
So I've tried exploring a couple places, but honestly, like, it's been more exciting as an adult with disposable income to just like buy the tools to make the food at home. I recently bought a small
That makes
grill.
sense.
I bought a small grill for my balcony in my apartment, and it's just I just like make chicken on it, like unceremonious, like nothing crazy, and it's delicious. But we'll go to decent places like in LA too. Like we're not totally into the home cooking.
You're not totally self-sufficient.
Right. I enjoy a good restaurant. Like I like the place Bavel in downtown Los Angeles. That's one of my favorite restaurants.
Oh. I've never heard of this place.
We should go. I should take you for a birthday or other holiday event. There's a turret right here the whole time.
What type of food is this restaurant?
It's Mediterranean food, but it's like
Ah.
pretty fancy. It's good. They have good cocktails.
We should go to the Gate of the Mediterranean.
The Gate?
You been to the Gate?
No, it sounds very intimidating.
It's in Encino-ish. Is it Encino? It's Encino,
Who's shooting
right?
me?
Hmm?
That's
That
not-
guy. Nobody's shooting you now.
Forgot to recruit
The
dudes.
Gate is like an institution.
I-
Mediterranean institution.
I want to explore more like nice, cool places in the valley because I feel like the valley gets a little shafted with good restaurants.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be in downtown. And you know who wants to go to downtown? Nobody. Who is shooting me? That's not true. I like going to downtown, but not all the time. Not every time I want to eat something fancy.
You might need some people that you can give instructions to. So, I haven't asked this, but you had
This area.
2 people before, and like, or I guess better, just general question. Is each person on your team bound to a certain key on the keyboard?
It's really weird. So I give orders, and it's just in order of like the circles on the top left of the screen.
Oh.
So it's very hard to keep track of who you're giving orders to next, which is why the right way to play this game is to just do it all at once
Go watch for IT.
by holding down 1, 2, or 3. 1 is like brings your troops back. 2 is like the attack mode, and 3 is defend mode.
There's a random dude behind that building.
He's about to be disappointed. But yeah, definitely the game could use some refinement in terms of its ordering troops around and stuff. But it worked really well on consoles, so I guess that's worth
Yeah.
something.
I imagine it was designed that way.
Yeah.
Or just for consoles, and PC
might-
just was handed the mess.
It might be the best console strategy game ever made.
Oh.
Ground.
Oh.
Defend this area.
Hey guys. Anyone who thinks XCOM is better,
Well,
just
XCOM.
stay quiet. Just stay quiet in the comments.
I count that as a PC game. Like games that are like designed for console, right? I'm thinking of like Halo Wars or like
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
What about Into the Breach?
That's a PC game. Sorry, that was a PC game. I guess, I mean, PC and touchscreen is pretty good. But you could play with it. I mean, I have it on Switch. You could play with joysticks. I guess that's pretty good. But I was thinking more like, Goblin Commander, Unleash the Horde, that classic game.
Oh,
Everybody
what
loves.
about?
Yeah, I take it back, because Pikmin is a strategy game, so it's the second best after Pikmin.
What about Overlord?
Oh, Overlord is so good.
I played the demo.
Overlord is a lot like... I played the first one, never played the second one. Overlord is a lot like Pikmin. You know what? I'll rank Freedom Fighters... Alright, we'll do Pikmin 3 first. Then Pikmin 2, Pikmin 1.
Okay.
Then Overlord 2.
Okay.
Even though I never played it, as a joke. Overlord 1. And then Goblin Commander Unleash the Horde. That's my list. That's my tier list. We should play Overlord 1 and 2. Where the actual console tier list is probably Pikmin 3. I would put Halo Wars 1 on there. I put this game on there. I know you don't like strategy games, and you're not gonna give me any help.
I mean, I'm sure I can learn to love strategy games. My favorite strategy game for console.
Valkyrie Chronicles. What's wrong with me?
My favorite strategy game for console.
Fire Emblem. What?
Has to be. Man, if I had to pick one, oh man, there's just so many. The strategy mini game in Ni no Kuni 2,
I heard it was fun.
which is I'm sure it's on nobody's list.
I guess when I said that, I was thinking of a particular kind, like RTS kind of game. But now that
Yeah.
I'm thinking, now that we're bringing turn-based games, like obviously Freedom Fighters doesn't crack the top 10, and obviously Advance Wars 2 is the right answer.
Well, I mean, the Ni no Kuni one isn't turn-based.
Oh, is it real time?
Yeah,
Well, that changes things.
actually, Ni no Kuni 2, the entire game is real time.
Hit their position. Move.
Even the regular combat.
Yeah, regular combat is more action RPG focused.
'Cause the first one was very traditional JRPG. Not very, but
Semi-traditional. You walked
Yeah.
around, but yeah.
man, I'm coming to realize that I don't remember the like.
Where are you trying to go?
I gotta get to the flagpole
Where is it?
around here. I'm guessing it's where these guys came from. Hello, come on, dudes. What do I pay you for?
Are you paying them?
I pay them in charisma, apparently.
Oh, that's right, you do pay.
Get up.
Here, take this.
There it is.
Pull out, all of you.
Cannon fodder goes first.
Do it.
Are we?
Through, come on.
Is everyone just going to? Not that that doesn't make him qualify for anything. Is everyone going to ignore? Alright. Nah. How are we ignoring that he was a plumber not 10 minutes ago?
He's over that. It's done. This is war. Everyone has,
He
Everyone
was a
comes
plumber
in.
wearing overalls and a hat with an M on it.
I wish that you could finish the game and unlock the overalls costume. Oh my
That would be
goodness.
great.
Like Wind Waker with the blue shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Or Breath of the Wild and all of the clothes.
Yeah.
Where you can just make, at the end of the day, Link just a a Nintendo fanboy.
Yeah, with the Switch T-shirt.
Yeah.
Come with me. Right. Let's go. Regroup. Get moving.
Come on.
Fall back. Do it. Right here. Let's take them out.
So that reaches the same level. We have 5. Is that the max you get? Because it's as far as big as your.
Right now I have 6. I get 12 max.
Is it 6? Oh yeah, that was 6.
Yeah.
I can see numbers.
Amazing.
Aboard. Go, go,
I just
go.
realized that could sound very, very weird. I see numbers like the Matrix.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. Remember Ted Greenberg at school? Ted Greenberg, you're famous. If you're watching this, you should really do something else. He looked like the bad guy from the first Matrix movie. We always called him that.
Yes.
And now I'm forgetting the character's name.
Everybody.
What
Defend this area. Come on. Don't take too long.
was his name? It was like Bruiser or something. Okay, we have to
Defend here. Move.
go.
Move. Move.
You gotta stop surviving so well.
I know. I have the wrong gun.
Follow me. Right. Move out. Yes, sir. Come on. Follow me. This way. Sure thing. Pull out. Go, go, go.
Yeah, he's dead. Oh well.
Fall back. All
I
of
tried to save him.
Yeah, why didn't you succeed?
Because I'm scared.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to win.
Let's move. Get back
Be
here.
afraid not to lose.
Get them. Come on. Liberty.
Funny, today on the way here, I was actually thinking about Final Fantasy IX for some reason.
For some reason.
I was thinking about Kuja
Regroup.
and what an interesting villain Kuja is.
Yeah.
I really, in this modern time we live in, I really appreciate his character design and stuff. But he was like, they did not give him a lot of room for his actual tragic backstory.
They did not.
Defend here. Stand your ground. Defend.
I would argue they didn't even really give much room for Zidane's backstory.
Right? Yeah, which really doesn't even come up until like the end of the game, basically.
It just sort of happens.
Yeah. And is really creepy.
It is. I think the thing that makes Final Fantasy IX so weird is that it is just an entire. I mean, same with Final Fantasy VIII, I guess. But it's just halfway through an entirely different game.
Yeah. Yeah, all of a sudden you're like in weird. It was like two worlds, right? Or you're in like weird. Oh. Wake up, wake up.
Yeah. Well, 9. Yeah, you just go to Mars. We go
It's
to
like
space.
it's the opposite of Terra. It's like the opposite dimension of
Yeah.
where.
You heard me. Defend this area. Get moving. I'll be right.
Spoilers.
And there's a nice parallel between Zidane and his and
Brother?
Vivi.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Well, if you remember, they're both what is identified or discussed as male and female versions of Zidane clones,
Yeah.
Find the enemy.
which is a whole other thing. They should just made him a lady. That was better because I used strategy and tactics. I also like the implication that Vivi just like lives forever.
Yeah.
Regroup. Move.
Maybe lives forever in our hearts.
Hearts, you say?
Kingdom Hearts.
What? Talk about. Hang on a minute. Let's go back to the cutscene conversation for a minute. The freaking deep dive ending in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh my god.
I don't know when is the first time you saw that?
I don't know. I can't remember. I feel like I couldn't even say.
Because it was like barely pre-internet times, and I didn't know that it existed at all. And I saw something in like a magazine. It might have been on like a crummy. It wasn't quite pre-internet, but it was like like YouTube for sure. And so I couldn't just watch it. And
Watch for
What is this dude doing?
he's running. He's scared.
Let's go. You got it.
And I read something about like there's this ending in Kingdom Hearts. If you beat it, I think you have to beat it on hard, right?
Yeah, you have to beat it. Or you have to beat it. I don't know if it's hard or if it's whatever the hardest
Like
difficulty
proud
is.
or whatever. Is that what it's called?
Get back here.
Um,
Get moving.
And it was like the most badass cinematic of all time. And that was a treat. I mean, that was your prize for beating the game.
Go.
Die, sir.
Regroup. All of you. Right behind you.
Yeah, that's in the top 10.
Defend. Everybody. Securing position.
That's very interesting. I would never have thought. I mean, especially for you, that Kingdom Hearts would have a top 10 cutscene.
Oh yeah. Well, it's about the experience. It's about what it took to get there and get that magical cutscene. Because you know, now that I'm thinking about it, like my mind almost never goes or did not immediately go to endings.
Yeah, that's.
I guess that's an ending kind of, but
Huh.
Pull out.
like good video game endings, like kind of few and far between.
They really are.
Move.
Well, I think it's. I mean, hopefully it's getting better, but the requirement for a boss fight
Yeah,
fucks everything up.
Regroup. You heard me.
yeah. Not every game needs a boss fight. I know that developers are listening to this show right now. Just stop it. Just
That's a pro tip.
Regroup.
give me dialogue options. Make it Fallout 1 where I can make the boss like destroy itself.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my goodness. What was he waiting for? Why was he hiding behind this ambulance?
Definitely don't do the Matrix Path of Neo ending.
Pull back. Squad. Yes, sir.
Did you play Path of Neo?
No. That's a PS3 or was it PS2?
I think it was PS2.
I wanted to.
The ending of the game. The game was pretty. I mean, it was, let's say it was pretty faithful to the movie. And you get to the end, you know, where you would fight Agent Smith. In the game,
It's just a retelling of the game.
It's just pretty much a retelling of the whole trilogy.
Or the movie, I should say.
Yeah. Where you get to the final fight with all the Agent Smiths and whatever, and the game just stops. And you see what do we call it? Like a stick figure version of the Wachowskis sitting on a couch.
What?
And
Is
just
this
saying,
real?
okay, so, and they're like, and they literally just say, so in the movie, it's okay to have this sort of movie end with like a conversation, basically, as the big ending thing. But you can't do that in a video game. So because you can't do that in a video game, the ending is different. And the ending of the game is all the Agent Smiths come together and join into one giant Agent Smith monster that is just basically a big blob monster. Kind of, honestly, very similar to the final boss in Mass Effect 2.
Oh, okay, like a big...
Yeah. And you just fight that as the final boss of the game, and then the game ends.
Is it?
It wasn't
good?
fun. It was terrible. I was generally... I generally enjoyed the game, but that was just... That was Arkham City Joker levels of just wrong.
That's really disappointing. People, the Enter the Matrix game is very formative, but I remember a lot of folks were like, I just want to play as Neo. I don't have any C4?
What? I played Enter the Matrix way too much.
God damn it.
Is there any way to do this without the C4?
No, I need to blow up the Transformer Tower. Is that what that guy was? Is that what he meant by there's no way you're blowing up that tower? Now I understand his subtle hints. Maybe he does lead the revolution. Alright, we're just gonna...
If you kill all these people here, will they respawn if you come back?
I believe so. 3, 4, 5. Alright. See, I gotta count it out like that. Maybe there's C4 here. They wouldn't do this to me. Come on. They wouldn't just make me go all the way back. Maybe they would.
Well, you were saying this is a really well-made game, right? This is a great game. IO Interactive never makes any mistake.
They do have a decent, in all seriousness, a decent-ish track record.
Yeah, I'm being sarcastic,
But also...
yeah.
I'll say this, if they make me do it, then it's an immersive design choice, and if they don't make me do it, then it's clever game design. let me put it that way. Just to tell you how I feel about
There's that area over there. The barbed wire section.
Yeah.
Go scout. Team.
Anyway, I definitely played Enter the Matrix way too much.
Let's go.
Way too much. I, at one point, figured out not that it took long, but exactly how many shots it took before the bullets...
Pull out. You heard me.
The bullets? Is that word? The bullet holes would start repeating on themselves.
You could write words and stuff.
Like, there's 50 bullet holes. The game only has enough data for 50 bullet holes before it starts deleting them. Yeah. I don't know why, but I did that. Some of the cheat codes on that game were great.
Were they the classics, like the big head mode type cheat codes?
Yeah,
I don't
I
remember.
think they had big head mode, but they had invincibility, obviously. They had infinite ammo, infinite focus, which I think is what they called the slowing
Full
down
time or
time and
whatever.
stuff. but they also had
Take out the power.
invisibility mode
Take out the power station
What?
on Manhattan
So
For
you
you or
could
for
go-
the enemies?
for you. So you could just walk through the entire game and the enemies would not react to you.
That sounds kind of fun, actually.
It was really cool.
Another thing that's sadly lost.
And you could destroy everything. Just about.
Another thing sadly lost. Or this is gonna be a curmudgeon
Follow me.
show for me.
Fall back.
The loss of the cheat code. The fun cheat code.
It was a cheat code just called fun? Wow.
I would argue they were all just called fun, in their own way.
Defend. Defend.
Okay, well, at least it didn't have to go very far.
Yeah. See, this game is perfectly designed. It has no flaws.
I mean, I didn't say that. You said that.
This clearly proves it.
Well, how much C4 do you have?
4.
Do you need 4 or do you need 6?
I just need 1.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
You only needed 1?
Yeah. I think I used.
Defend here. Defend.
I blew up. Oh my god! Why? Why?
Because it was necessary.
Get back here. Do it.
And not what that. Okay. Right when I praise this game and give it all the love it deserves, they go and pull a
Defend
thing
this
like that.
area. Defend here. Right.
I think I have a sniper rifle.
Oh,
Apologies for my terrible sniping.
oh. Oh man, two of your guys are down.
Yeah, because they decided to run the opposite direction.
There are some great death animations.
Oh yeah, they're not quite ragdoll, because they can't mess with them when they're dead, but... Yeah, there's some pretty... Although the enemies are also incredibly bullet spongy. So the death animations are like after you've shot their body 40 times and then they just like, whoa, and then finally they fall
So what you're
over.
saying is you wish there was Ragdoll so that
Con and report. Everybody.
you could get revenge on them.
Yeah, exactly.
For taking too
I
long
could
to
carry them
die.
around to inappropriate places.
Whoa. Somebody was hit by a shotgun.
Relax.
Relax.
I like how they get blown away by a machine gun and you can just be like, put a band-aid on it. Okay, power station is on the right. Here we go. This is the last thing I have to do, I think, for this series of maps. Oh, I remember this part.
Ooh. A memorable part.
It's like a cool long battle.
It's a very cool long battle.
If this is the part I remember. So they do a thing, another thing I really enjoy about this game, they do a thing where they just like place people just, we've seen it a couple times already, they just place people in like fortifications when you pop into the map.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels like a big battle every time. Maybe if we unlock, I don't think we're gonna unlock the secret Liberty Island mission.
What?
We'll get that feel. Spoilers! I think you have to beat it on the hardest difficulty and then you unlock Liberty Island, which is just like a big ass battle.
Defend. Defend this area. Defend here.
Revive
This'll fix you up.
our homie
This'll
over here.
fix you up. So are these soldiers, these Russian soldiers that you guys are helping, like joining your team?
Yep. All it took was one med pack,
Eliminate
and they're like, I'm gonna betray my country and join the United States.
Take them down. Let's go. Let's go.
I don't know, there's some truth to that, I guess. I've
Yeah.
been reading the news. I'd say I've read accounts of morale being low.
Pull out. Get moving.
Behind the bus? No. Okay, we're gonna do a dumb thing.
Recon. Go. Go.
Oh! Next time. I know technical difficulties.
Do-do-do-do-do.